The Well in the Forest, a horror story. A few miles away from the village, deep in a dense forest, stood an old, dilapidated well. The villagers often whispered eerie tales about it. Some said the well had run dry, while others claimed something sinister lurked within it. But the scariest tale was that anyone who ventured near the well after dark never returned. The story begins with a group of adventurous young friends, Vishal, Rohan, Mayur, and Sanjana. They were known for seeking thrilling escapades. One evening, as the village elder narrated the legend of the haunted well, he sternly warned them, "Do not go near that well at night. There's something there beyond human understanding." Instead of scaring them off, his warning only fueled their curiosity. "Let's check it out tonight," Vishal suggested with a mischievous grin. The others eagerly agreed, excited by the challenge. By 10 o'clock that night, the forest was cloaked in darkness. The only light came from glowing fireflies, and the shadows of the trees formed eerie shapes. The group set off together, their torches cutting through the gloom. At first, the journey felt like an adventure. They joked and teased each other. But as they neared the well, the air grew colder, and an unsettling silence enveloped the surroundings. When they reached the well, they found it ancient and crumbling, surrounded by overgrown bushes. The darkness inside the well seemed bottomless. Vishal shone his flashlight into it, but the beam barely penetrated the void. Curious, Mayur picked up a large stone and threw it into the well. For a moment, there was nothing but silence. Then, a sharp, blood-curdling sound emerged from the depths. The sound was so horrifying that the friends froze in fear. "It's probably just an animal," Rohan stammered, trying to steady his voice. But then, the wind picked up suddenly, rustling the trees violently. A chilling mist began rising from the well, slowly forming the shape of a woman. The figure became more defined, a woman with disheveled hair and a twisted expression. Her eyes glowed with a malevolent light, and haze rooted them to the spot. The ghostly woman began moving toward them, her presence exuding a paralyzing chill. Overcome with fear, Rohan bolted, but in his panic he tripped over the roots of a tree. "Run!" Mayur screamed, snapping the others out of their daze. Sanjana grabbed Vishal's hand, and they sprinted, while Mayur tried to help Rohan to his feet. As the ghost extended her hand toward them, an icy wave of energy washed over the group. Somehow, they managed to escape the forest and reach the edge of the village. Panting and trembling, they glanced back, but the well and the ghostly figure had vanished into the darkness. The next day, they shared their terrifying experience with the village elders. The old man revealed the well's tragic history. Years ago, a young woman had ended her life there after being betrayed in love. Her restless spirit, consumed by anger and sorrow, was said to haunt the well, seeking revenge. From that night on, Vishal, Rohan, Mayur, and Sanjana never ventured near the well again. The experience left an indelible mark on their minds. The well, however, still stands, surrounded by silence and fear. To this day, no one dares to go near it after sunset. The forest remains quiet, but in its stillness lies a lingering presence, a reminder of the horrors that dwell in the shadows.